like the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning, angels and Johnny. You can be an angel too.
Good morning to us all.
I was gonna say we could all be angels. There's no limit. There's no angel limit.
No angel limit.
Hello everyone.
Good to be here.
Let me bring you in chat. Hello, Brigitte and Chris and Gary and Art and Latte and Steve and Joy and Taylor and Soha and Richard. Richard's got a very nice name, by the way.
Richard does have a great name.
Roger, who did I miss? Archangel, already in the chat. I'm scrolling back. You guys were here before we were. Great to see you all. Are we ready?
I don't know. Are we?
I don't know. I'm going to make a prediction. Actually, not a prediction. I'm going to create a challenge. How long can we go through the show without bringing up Angelina's age? How far do you think we can get?
Well, not far. I would
Is it
imagine.
possible? What the reality is, and we've said this, you don't have to bring up her age, and you're still just completely wowed by what's happening, but somehow that just makes it even more impossible.
Well, each era is like an entity of itself. It's obviously you can look at it, step away and see the building blocks, but each one is complete.
Yeah, except her eras are from like age 0 to 4, 5 to 8, 9 to 12. Oh, well, actually, I guess we didn't make it very far without bringing up her age. we lasted 6 seconds.
There you go. Yeah.
Anyway, shall we begin, my friend?
Let's do it. But before we do, if you'd be so kind, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you always know what's going on in our world.
Yes, please. Also, please be sure to click on the link below in the description, where you can purchase a coffee to help support the page. Reactions just like this to Angelina Jordan. Even consider becoming a Thronely member that gives you exclusive access to our Sunday shorts, Thronely only events, and Diamond tier even brings you to a live Zoom where we get to know you more. Like Steve, that's Steve Ackerman, who is in the chat right now. He's been a Diamond member for the last couple months. It's always cool hanging out with him, and he even helped curated some of today's reactions because, of course, there's a huge list. So, and Johnny made it 4 minutes without
gosh. I did so well yesterday.
Well. So he helped whittle down a few anyway, although in his defense, he said it was a near impossible task, which we can appreciate. So.
Sure. Speaking of coffees, too,
I was just
want to recognize, right before the show started, we got a notification that we got some coffees from Ronald J. Kranz.
Are you here in the chat? Ronald, are you here?
Is Ron here? If he is, thank you so much. You bought us 100 coffees, which I think it's got to be a record. I think that's pretty amazing. Thank you so much.
Holy
Great way to
cow.
start the show.
Thank you very much. We hope you enjoy our selection.
He said thank you for taking the time and effort to recognize Angelina. So
you
are very welcome, sir.
Our pleasure.
Welcome, sir. Also, did you notice my cup that I'm drinking coffee out of? Look at this.
That's not a coffee cup. What is that?
This is, I don't know when.
Oh, I think this is Ron.
Oh. Ron Kron. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Ron. You're awesome.
Everyone applaud. Thank you.
Amazing. No, it's just oddly enough, when I started dating somebody, I obtained a new collection of fun cups with straws and bamboo tops.
That happens.
I didn't have prior. It's weird.
I also have 2 bamboo-topped glass straw things in my cupboard, which I
I
don't
have
use
so many
because I'm
more.
just afraid to break.
I have so many cute things now that I never had before.
Okay. Easy on me. Easy on the ears, I'm sure. This is Angelina. I got a couple notes here. At age 15, once again, there's no point in that challenge of not bringing up her age, but it also doesn't matter. So Easy on Me, of course, is an Adele cover. This is a live performance from the studio. This is from 3 years ago. Here we go.
Which is just crazy because she looks like, it's only 3 years ago. That song is so recent, but it just seems like it seems like this is ages ago for her.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. Great song, by the way.
It's very well written. Have the Bible there.
There ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever. I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence. Baby, let me in and go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me.
Well, 15. God.
It's the worst challenge I've ever created on the show.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna
15.
I'm gonna back up because I can, and will. There's so many little stylistic choices that usually a seasoned pro would take on. So her articulation is always interesting to me. As a vocal coach, I can't help but hear you dropped that consonant. Oh, that vowel shape wasn't consistent. It's just part of my day to day, right? So I'm just, even when I'm not trying to listen for it. When she drops a consonant, and I backed up for the word child, for instance, child, there's hardly an L, there's no D in sight. And part of my brain goes, oh, there's a missing D. And then the other part of the brain squashes that thought with but it's cool. She sells it. And it's such an artistic flavor. Obviously she can pronounce a D, but just these little tiny little choices, just making it her own and just defining who she is as an artist. We're in the process of that, again, being a few years ago.
I feel like I've been in both extremities of both camps before. There's the Radiohead camp where it's like he doesn't pronounce anything, and you don't really know
Pearl
what he's
Jam. No idea
Pearl
what he's
Jam,
saying.
yeah, like all the '90s stuff that we loved. I mean, nobody knew what anybody was talking about, really. We loved it, and then we kind of flipped more to the pop end, where it's like every word was important,
Clean,
and you wanted to
yeah.
make sure everything was articulated well. I like that this is a mixture of both. Represents where I'm at now in my life. It's really nice.
Yeah, I think for me, it's the musical theater, the clarity in that influence in, wanting to hear it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me hit play here.
I'm interrupting
sorry.
you.
And go
And this,
me, baby. I was
clean
still
flips.
a child.
Child. There's not even an L.
choose what I chose to do. So go easy.
Just that breathy spill.
Yeah, that was a really nice touch.
Hi, Lena.
There ain't no
Hey, Elena, what's up?
room for our things to change when we are both so deeply stuck in our ways. You can deny how hard I've tried. I changed who I was to put you both first. Now I give up and go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me, and no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me.
Oh, that was nice.
Mm,
I want to hear that again. What a great decision.
yeah.
What I chose to do. So go easy on me,
Just floats.
on me. I had
Woo.
good intentions in the highest hopes, but I know right now it probably doesn't even show. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child. I didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me.
Sung like a true 30-year-old with life experience.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my goodness. You know, this era is sort of interesting to me because it's almost like the transitionary stage from sort of childhood into where she
It is.
ended up, and there's still so much more to go. You know,
Ended
it's
up like she's plateaued.
I know. You know, again, I always do the Michael Jackson comparisons because just the child star that, you know, wiser and older than their years would suggest.
Right.
And right from off the bat, just an amazing singer. You know, this is sort of, to me, it's like the off the wall era for Michael Jackson. You know, we're using Thriller as sort of the apex stylistically, and obviously
Sure.
he continued after that. But he seemed to like really land on something with Thriller, with the stylistic choices, and you know, just all the like the little percussive things that he was doing, and just tonally, he just seemed to really come into his own. And Thriller, or I'm sorry, Off the Wall was that point right before that, where you can see it coming, and you can see where the past, you know, where he was, and with her, you know, we know what's coming next was sort of the more Adele, you know, really heavily Adele influenced, and you know, some of the Amy Winehouse things that she's doing, more the
Right.
stylized bottle shock and the vocal fry things,
And now
and
we're
also
seeing,
some of that, yeah, tone from before.
yeah, and now seeing her originals emerge, that like every singer has their
Mhm.
influences and background, and
Sure.
how in her choices, and okay, what is, I feel like she's in that stage now of like really defining her path. I don't think she's ever going to I mean, she has a defining voice because it stands out so much, but there's so many directions she can go with her
Yeah.
voice because her style is so hers and so unique, even with those influences, that it could apply to so many different genres. So it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds.
And actually, I
Um,
think that is one thing that's sort of that is different from Michael, is that he sort of had his thing that he did,
Right.
And she does. Everything, like you
Yeah.
said.
Well,
So
and
it's hard to pinpoint her. Yeah.
I hope she's a sign of the times coming too, because we just, when we hear her sing, the pitch accuracy, the style, I'm not talking about just the old soul aspect that is, very prevalent in
Mhm.
her delivery, but just quality singing without heavy digital enhancement, things like that. That's what I want to see. I feel like it's starting to bubble up under the surface of a lot of what's going on.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just what I want to see, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
All right,
I
next
love
up.
it too.
Next up, this is Fly Me to the Moon, favorite song of mine, but I do have a
Yep.
note on this. So this is Quincy Jones asked AJ to perform this in an opening song for his 85th birthday concert. We saw some behind the footage scene with her and Quincy one time. I can't remember what she's saying. You guys might be able to refresh my memory.
Mm.
It wasn't this song. Yeah, this is at the O2 Arena in London. This arrangement is the same one that Quincy wrote for Sinatra and sang in '64. The audio in this video is from the actual arena performance added to the rehearsal video. So, because I'm guessing they didn't have the video, you weren't allowed to film it, is my guess why that exists. So we were hearing something that was the actual performance, but we're kind of seeing the behind the scenes. So that's my understanding of what we're going to experience here.
Yeah, and I agree. Lots of love. Yeah, La Fée is also sort of in that vein too. We just
yes.
Yeah, we love all natural. We do love it. And the old school.
All right, so it starts off with real rehearsal audio.
Fly me to the moon, and
then they kicked in. I see it.
Acoustics
changed.
Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore.
Hi, Mom.
In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Got to mention that.
Wow, Camera work is similar to
Fantastic.
These are where my eyes are.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore.
Oh, those little.
You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words,
Wow.
I love you.
I'm assuming it sounded just as good at the rehearsal.
I'm assuming too.
Interesting collage they went with there, but Sinatra's hard to feel out. There's, even with the song that's relatively straightforward like this, and then time signature's not doing anything crazy, but there's a sense of flow, that 30s, 40s crooning influence where you play the part that just kind of floats on part. You anticipate some moments, you extend some others. It's actually tricky to sing. So to hear her at 12 sing this that well connected, which has a different feeling of timing from what we just heard with Adele or pop music as a whole. Completely different sense of internal, like your internal clock as you a rhythmic clock as you're singing is very different in how you deliver this style versus pop.
Yeah. No, you're kind of you just have it in your bones. And little known fact, off to the side, there is a glass of whiskey that she was sipping on beforehand, and a
channeling her Sinatra.
yes, and a cigarette in the
He
wings
loved
waiting
his
for her.
Jack Daniels.
No, no, she's just got it. And that's sort of an example of what I was talking about with that performance, which is 3 years prior to the first one that we heard. You don't hear any of the vocal fry things, like some more of the stylized things that she's doing now or was doing as like a year or two ago. And yeah, it's just such a different thing. And then you could hear that Adele song. It's like she's starting to add some of that tone and then adding some of the stylistic stuff.
But
that she would
don't
add
forget
later.
that fry she was doing at 6. So
Oh, was
it's-
she?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that was like that super early on, like distinct style. So it's more of like she's just reading the song, I think, more. Like for this one, it's
Possibly, yeah.
It's that wisdom of what do I do in each song. The crooning style wouldn't have worked as well. I think it's more of that.
Possibly.
Yeah. All right.
This
Next
garter
up. No, well, it's hard to forget when she was so young with that style, or it's hard to remember.
I know.
Because
I know.
It still doesn't. It doesn't add up. It's like mathematically incorrect in the brain.
Right.
It's crazy. Mount Everest. I don't know. Do I have any notes for this song? This is performed in Norway at the ripe old age of 16 in 2022. Is this a cover? I don't know the song. Do you know the title?
No,
Is it Mount Everest?
I know the mountain.
Yeah, fill us in on this. The mountain.
I do. I like the vibe of this already.
Mount Everest ain't got it on me.
Yeah.
Mount Everest ain't got it on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world.
It's from
I'm on
Labyrinth?
top of the world. Yeah. Words to buy, but you ain't got it on me. You touch the sky, but you ain't got it on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such a cool setup.
Yeah.
Again, maybe she just doesn't like the combination of L and D, because there's no LD on world either. Top of the world.
I was wondering if it's more of a language thing too. Just
Yeah, maybe it is.
It's
I
a
thought it was
language
more
thing.
stylistic, but we've heard her speak, and I hear the D's and things like that, obviously in other words. It's just interesting that she throws that combination away.
yeah, but this style, I mean, this is like, and I know what you're saying with she probably incorporated these things in her younger years too, outside of the more the crooner stuff. But she's landed on something at this point. So it's like she's 16.
Totally agree.
And within a year from the Adele song to this, it's like there's some switch that's been
I agree.
pressed. And it's like she's just got this like little bit of sass to her voice, that vocal fry thing, just like
Great word.
that swagger. I mean, it's just
Yes.
it's just like there's this R&B thing built into her voice now that's being really expressed.
I think it's she developed so many tools so young, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, playing with that vibrato and all those things were played with and developed, which was amazing and shocking. But now it's the wisdom. Where do I apply it? How do I use it?
Right.
And that's really showing up
Yeah.
here for sure.
No, there's a command happening right now for sure.
Back it up again.
Yeah. Words to buy, but you ain't got it on me.
Like that little like,
Touch the sky, but you ain't got it on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Yeah.
those runs.
is she on those?
Yeah, seriously.
It on me. And touch the sky when you ain't got it on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Yeah.
Oh, that song can go another 10 minutes.
Seriously.
She's so shy.
I know. Yeah, her stage shows are.
There's just this
very
cuteness
different.
after. Kind of
Killer.
like, oh, thanks, guys. After with that, like you said, the sass and the command, and then she's like, thanks.
Such command in this song, and man, not everybody can pull this song off too. Besides the top of the world, like melodically, it's really what's the magic in that song is just the phrasing and the rhythm, and it's just you have to have that Frank Sinatra sense of timing to make that really effective. So
but unlike the last song, it didn't have the tone, the timbre of Sinatra. It was, but the timing, the feel was still there.
The timing, yeah. It's and just
her ability to mix and match the rhythmic aspect with the tonal delivery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just based on the melody in the verse, it's like da 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 da, just like very single note. So it's like it's really what brings that alive is that attitude and that push and pull rhythmically.
Yeah,
and playing with the band. But great vibe. I mean, it had a little. It's
other than
like
when it jumped up, it was a lot of repetition of the same notes, right? It was kind of a small range of notes.
Yeah, so you slap another singer on there, and we don't like it as much, basically. But like, but I mean, I love the vibe of it. I think it's the vibe and then her voice on it that really gives it the magic. But it did have like, I think Art said it had I Put a Spell on You vibe. It's almost like a mixture of that and like Fiona Apple or something, just just that like drony kind of dark.
Yeah, I can
cool.
hear that combination. I like Fiona. I like her Extraordinary Machine album. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, no, she's awesome.
Okay, going back in time, every time we say goodbye. This is age 10. So going back a little bit further, this looks like a looks like a TV show. I'm going to put transparency just to be careful. We don't want to get this blocked for people wanting to watch after. I always put the links in the description after the show so you can go back and watch in full if this is new to you, if you don't want to see her faded out, which I understand. But let's go.
We have to do what we must.
Jordan står bak oss. Verden ligger for denne 10-åringens føtter. Heldigvis så kom hun innom oss før avreisen til USA.
Is this Norwegian?
Og vi venter oss gåsehud, for vi har hørt prøvene. Bare nyt dette, og nyt også mandagskvelden.
Ha det bra.
To my ears.
10, Richard. Yeah.
just shout out her age every 5 minutes.
10.
A song like this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the interval distance between the notes sounds super complex. This is not like whole step, major thirds, half step like combinations. That melody is all over the place. So it just gives it this ebb and flow kind of thing, like an interesting melodic contour or topography, really. And she's got to explore her whole voice in a very consistent tone, going pretty low. But I mean, this is not a nursery rhyme.
No, it's not.
It's so hard.
Melodic topography. I like that. It's very
You're
good.
welcome. That's
I'm
my
gonna
job.
use that.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
I
mean, what strikes me is just the tone. It's just how rich it is.
that.
How, I mean, the low notes that she's getting, the confidence. It's just. What can you say? What can you say? Yeah. Well, there you go. That's what you say. Yes. No business.
Well, let me back it up again. Yes, the tone, but just I'm just thinking, like, I work with 10-year-olds, and some of them are fantastic, but to accurately get from note to note, just melodically, tone aside, it's I'm just impressed.
Yeah.
To go when you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor.
I love lines like that.
Every time we say goodbye. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor. Every time we say
And that was sung like it
Jordan
was
står bak oss.
Ella Fitzgerald just reincarnated in Norway. I mean, just
Seriously.
I mean,
I know.
there's a reason Ella stands out among the greats, is because the ability to convey a story over complex melodies and with certain vibratos and just speed and the pacing, the coolness in the coolness in its timing, but warmth in its tone, if that makes any sense. And for anybody to sing that well is a challenge.
I would love to. Still, I would love
Right.
to. No, it's incredible. Going back to the song structure too, like you were saying, the melodically it's the leaps aren't that crazy. It's the chords underneath it that makes it confusing.
Okay.
I think that's following those, and I guess I'm not as familiar with that song as I thought. I mean, it's definitely recognizable, but I guess I haven't heard it enough to realize what actually is
Right.
it entails.
It's
Quarterly, 'cause there's a
constantly
lot going on.
evolving.
Yeah. And just again, her tone and this delivery, which again, this is she's on a trajectory to where she is now and where she is going.
Mhm.
But I could totally see somebody being like, oh, I just want to listen to this era for today, that stuff, because it's got its own thing.
Yeah.
It's it's just like that smooth, smooth jazzy. There's a couple little inflection moments where you could see like older Angelina where that was born.
Right.
Just it's a couple little spots, but it's a totally different vibe, and it's just like I like that. It's like saying I'm going to listen to Michael Jackson from 1976 today, and then tomorrow I'm going to listen to 78, and then
Right.
1990. It's just
Just
everything.
evolves.
It's got something for you, and like I said, it's trajecting upward. I mean, she's getting more refined and more skilled and more just more of a command and a performance, but each era's got something, and I love it. I love that we're skipping eras too.
I love the reference of era for such a young artist. I'm just imagining I'm imagining us doing episodes of like, Angelina Jordan era 15 to 15 and a half. 90 minutes.
Right. Well,
and we could probably fill it.
Well, it's crazy how much changes within a short amount of time. Even that, the first video where she was 15 and the third video where she's 16, within a year span, so much change.
All right.
But I love both. It's not like, oh, okay.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like she went from pretty good to great either. It's just, yeah.
Each, yeah. And it's just crazy.
All right. Next up is from her EP released in 2023. This is Good in Goodbyes. We got a studio recording here.
Yeah. Cool. I feel weird drinking out of a straw on the air. I don't know. Is it weird for you?
Oh, I like that there's not ice in it. When you had the ice coffee, that was a little distracting for me.
Well, that's why I did it, because there's ice in it. I don't want to.
Okay, I like it. So it's still ice in it. Yeah. I think you look sophisticated. You just have to raise the pinky as you drink it, and it'll work.
Okay, I will.
With your bamboo top.
Jeez.
This is quiet. Does it get louder?
It's like a lo-fi intro.
It's really quiet. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Trendsetter indeed.
You had me so.
All right.
Didn't listen to my gut, tell me no. Cause your eyes are so slow and beautiful. You got up in my mental, play me like a fiddle, riddles. But now I see that you never meant no good for me. You're the devil with angel wings. Behind me like a shadow, I'm going up the ladder. I met her, my light is shining as bright as the sun. I don't do darkness, so you cannot come with me. Not sorry. Gonna shine like the night sky. Free bird learning to fly. That's a good and goodbye.
Good line.
Sometimes when they push you on the edge of your mind, where comparison will walk you blind, got you feeling all empty, wondering if you're worthy. It's crazy, cause you are pure light, and your differences were made by design. No mistaking love is on your side. Sometimes you gotta move on, even if it hurts you, be strong. Your light is shining as bright as the sun.
I love this pre-chorus.
Yeah. You cannot come with me. Not sorry. Gonna shine like the night sky. Free bird learning to fly.
Interesting.
It's almost like two pre-choruses. It's great.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to figure out, like what's happening a little bit. So when she lands, I guess what I would call the chorus, they're actually. The production is taking out like that landing feel, like the hit with the drums building up like that. So there's like an even longer
It's an
suspense.
anti-drop.
It's an anti-drop that makes it stand out. It's interesting because the pre-chorus, you can hear her verse, and then like the melody lifts up, the tone just getting richer and everything, and then the music falls out from underneath her. It gives her that feeling of just soaring on top kind of thing. So it's an interesting angle, a pop, not structure, but just pop production with her on top. And this again goes to show that her voice works with a completely different style. This is this little. It's almost like got like that. The drum and bass have the R&B borderline funk bass lines. I mean, I know he's not like slapping, but there's just like really cool like little.
Yeah, it's got that sort of 70s, Al Green vibes.
Yeah,
kind of like under a little lo-fi. The bass is just lo-fi. So basically, you take out the top end, and it just kind of gives a more thump sound to it. Yeah, cool vibe. And so she is. I'm assuming she's a writer on this.
Still.
Oh God.
Yeah, can you guys fill us in on her writing? I mean, I definitely hear some of her like signature melodic phrasing. Like you could tell she melody-wise, she obviously influenced it. But if you guys know, I have the lyrics here, but it doesn't show the songwriting credit. If you know that, please let us know.
Because the melody is really interesting and the very nuanced, and then you put what she's doing on top of it, which is taking a great melody to begin with and just putting the magic sauce on it, which is still sort of a mystery, even being a musician and writer for, now 30 years or so. It's just like when a great singer comes in and just adds that magic that they do, it's just like, wow, how does that happen?
It elevates.
It just elevates everything. Yeah.
Let's keep going here.
Gonna shine like the night sky.
So it gets a little bit of lo-fi underneath her here.
That's a good and goodbye.
Yeah, great voice
back up.
Right now is the right time.
Yeah, it's the chorus. Okay.
That's a good and goodbye. Yeah, I know that
Once with Stardate.
Okay, yep.
It's
Great
written
writing
in my
team.
destiny, and the rest is history. History, yeah. I know that you were meant to be. It's written in your destiny, and the rest is history. History, yeah. Nah. That's a good and goodbye. That's a good and goodbye.
Nice. And some of her sass, some of those lines reminded me a little bit of Joss Stone as well, which is
I thought the same thing. Yeah, I thought, it just made me think, and I was just kind of like just seeing the chat in passing, and just people saying that sort of the EP wasn't promoted enough or something.
Oh, really?
Which is a shame, and
Yeah,
it just made me think of other singers in that vein that are the Joss Stone and Jesse James, people that can just rip it, and it's like, and you're not hearing that on mainstream radio today, and it's just
surface for some reason. Yeah.
Whereas 20 years ago, people like Joss Stone and Jesse James were all over the place.
All right, here we go. Thank you, Steve. So the songwriting credits is Angelina, Dan Farber, John Levine, and Tora Stinson. I know she has worked with Stargate before, but all right, cool song, cool vibe, and yes, it should be more prominent.
Yeah. Well, great thing about the internet, though, it's like there is this platform where there maybe wasn't years ago. So
no,
it is nice, but yeah, you just wish that the mainstream radio which still holds some power. It's not what it was, but that's how a lot of people still hear their stuff. And you just wish these type of singers and these styles, not just this style, but this style, like real, just good stuff, good music, good writing was just more prominent. Yeah.
No,
great.
The industry does suck when it comes to because it's it's a business platform before it's an artistic platform is the reality, and that's the
Well, as a
conflict.
businessman, this would make the most sense to me. Like,
But a lot of them, and I don't disagree, but it's the short term, planning what makes money in their pocket right now versus planning ahead,
Yeah.
what should be elevated. And yeah, agreed. This would be the smartest thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
pretty girl, great voice, great songs. I mean, what else do you want? Jeez.
Oh my goodness. All right, so you say we've heard this song before. This is Lauren Daigle. This is one of the very first songs we ever reacted to on our channel, actually. Do you remember way back then?
I do. That's one of the first 5, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Right after Barbie, which is where this whole thing started.
I know, it's pretty crazy.
All right, here we go. I remember the song has a very Adele kind of feel.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just a song? Or every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. You say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I'm weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I'm yours. Oh, I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe.
So we're hearing here, just going back to what I was talking about in the first couple of videos, the word straw instead of strong, we instead of weak. It's definitely a Johnny didn't like what I was saying and decided to leave. I'm assuming he's gonna call back. If you don't agree, you don't have to leave. you can speak freely here.
Yeah, so you're staying strong as opposed to my internet connection.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Your net connection is from weak. So it's just a style thing that works for her because she's got so many other tools in her toolbox, and in terms of just making it interesting and engaging. It's just kind of like that. These little throwaway things. It just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of a pulse to it. And normally that would drive me nuts. And I still hear it because it's incomplete to my musical theater brain as a teacher or whatever. But every time it's not there, I'm just like, but it's okay. There's just this feeling of it like, okay, it was cool. Just, it's really interesting.
Yep. No, absolutely. Once again, great tone. When she hits that, that A is just, it's just money.
It's just
money.
Oh, it's so full.
Yeah. And once again, is entering this new stylistic sort of territory, and you can see it about to take place.
This was 2021, so she was 15 here.
Yeah. So, and that third video, what's the name of that song again? I keep referencing it as a third video.
Mount Everest, that one.
Mount Everest. Yeah. Which I loved. Yeah, and it's just the transition from 15 to 16 is just incredible. I know she's probably, every song she's catering it a little bit, but I just feel like
she is. Yeah.
I would just love to be a fly on the wall when these revelations are happening, when they're discovering these things in their voice, like, ooh, I'm gonna do that, or I'm going to add this
It's
inflection
an
now.
exciting process to watch.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
just love it. That's why I love the Beatles Get Back, because it was listening to these songs, which they played over and over again. I guess could almost say they played too many times. It was like a little bit overlong, but to hear the progression of knowing where they're going to end up and just being like, oh, it's like, okay, there was that moment that he thought of that word or that
and it's stuck.
that little note choice there, and or they change. It was this lyric for a second, and then they changed it up. It's like, oh, okay, it's like seeing the brain fire and discovering these things is really really fascinating.
Well, and because of the internet, that's actually an advantage for artists like this, who is constantly discovering in her own voice and then sharing it with the world, whether it's like shorts or like full production pieces like this.
Right.
We get to see that. Normally you wouldn't at all.
Yeah.
I believe the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. And you I found my worth, and you I find my identity. Taking all I have, and now I'm laying at your feet. You have every failure, God. You have every victory. Oh, you say I'm loved.
Oh, how are they? Something out a second. I think that's it. Yes. Okay. I love these moments where she's bending into something. It's purposefully flat. I'm not calling her out for being off key. It is by design. It has this little lift, this curve that gives a little bit of like almost a bluesy suspense, and then she does this perfectly in tune like riff right after. That's how it's almost like a tension release kind of thing. So and then does this like crazy riff right after it. Say, as opposed to say being right on the pitch, takes away from the feel. So that's the stuff you miss from we were talking about earlier with the auto-tune and things like that. A lot of that stuff gets squashed and you lose these elements that every instrument
they really add. It
makes it better.
it's such a shame that's been stripped out.
So
it's
good.
Just like it's sort of a cultural and the industry type thing, because they play off each other, and one is heavily they're constantly influencing each other, and it's just
right.
The technology comes out, then the culture gets used to that, and then it's like, well, this is what they want, so we're going to keep doing it, and it's just kind of this perpetual cycle. But it's
Yes.
like, imagine, like an amazing violinist just hitting notes just straight on and not
A violin with a fretboard.
Yeah, exactly.
It would just ruin it.
Yeah, it's like playing on the keyboard. It's just, it ruins, it takes away so much is taken away when all that spectrum of intonation, because it's not just a note is not just one little point. It's a spectrum. Think of it like that. It's, and even outside that, the melody can be maybe a D, but you can still be sort of in the C sharp area, like, and then bend up.
And then resolve it
depending on
or
what's
something.
asked.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's an important part of music.
Keeping it alive, Angelina. Keeping it alive.
Yes, yes.
I'm for it.
All right, let's go to...
Let's go to the bop, oh baby. Let's go
Wait,
to the
I don't
hop.
have the
Let's
right-
go to the hop. Oh
I have the right
baby,
link
let's
here.
go
Hold on a
to
second.
the hop. Oh baby, get it so I don't have to play this song anymore.
I will. Please change it as quick as possible. All right, this is... So she's on keyboard for this one, I guess. Wicked Game. So she's 12 here. Check this one out. By the way, I saw on my phone, we had a couple of coffees come in.
Yes,
But
I've been meaning to.
They
get to
did
them.
not appear here because someone didn't press the button that shows it on. I don't know who it was.
I thought Aurora did something.
So I apologize to the coffees you were about to say. I forgot to have it. It's there now. Now it'll pop up.
Yep. Yes. Someone bought us a coffee. Hey, great Angelina. Reactions. I'm a Norwegian who has followed her since 2018.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thanks so much. And then Francesca bought 2 coffees. For 2 coffees in regular mugs, or one in a fancy mason jar.
You and your mason jar.
I-
Okay.
Back in the good old bachelor days, I used to have groups of cups that looked the same. Now every single glass is different.
Must be. Exactly. We were raised with they all must match.
Yeah, they're all different. They all have a meaning.
They all have a story to tell. So this is a Chris Isaac cover back when she was 12, and I believe there's... Yeah, I don't know. Let me hit play. I'm not sure. Barefoot Princess, Little Barefoot.
Yep.
The world was on fire, and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do.
Her
I never
spacing.
dreamed that I meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I love somebody like you. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. Why wicked game to play to make me feel this way? What wicked thing to do to let me dream of you? What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you.
the space in this creates such a haunting.
I was gonna say same exact thing.
The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire make foolish people do.
I love that.
I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love with you.
Wait, I'm gonna back up just a little bit. One of the things that I noticed too, as she's sitting down and playing this, it's interesting because she's playing the instrument, obviously. So it's same brain playing both instruments, her voice and the keyboard. So there's like this pulse that's connected that you might not get if someone else is playing the instrument, of course. So that to keep this purposefully, it's like slightly dragging, but by design. That's what gives it that like you're holding your breath in between each moment. If she went a little bit longer, it'd be like, come on, we got to pick it up. And if it went faster, it would completely change the feel of it. It's a really interesting balance. In the end of some of these lines, you could hear the tension around her rib cage in the thoracic cavity. I try to give that word to Johnny at least twice a week now. Where's your Jurassic Park theme music? You got a company. I'm handing you gold. The thoracic cavity. You can hear.
That's the Jurassic Park theme song.
The Jurassic Park theme. There's tension around her lungs, and there's a squeeze, so there's an imbalance below her larynx, and then it shows up. It almost feels like when someone tries to talk when they're about to cry, it gives like that kind of pulse or texture to it. See if you can catch that here.
I don't wanna fall in love.
You hear that? Love. There's like this extra.
Yeah.
She does it
I
again.
don't wanna fall in love.
That's part of what makes you want to hold your breath with her. It's a sympathetic response.
With you. Nobody loves no one.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's going back to what you were saying. The understanding, particularly at that age, and some musicians never understand it. The use of space and timing, and whether you're a visual artist, whether you're a dancer, whether you're an actor, it's the timing is everything, and it's understanding that sometimes the silence is as important as the notes that you're making. I know that's cliche. It's like, it's the notes you don't play, but there's something.
It really is.
But there's something to that, because that's what it's like a meditation for me. It's listening to the space between what's happening, and that's what really just sucks you right in. That's that feeling of like, you're just centered. You're
Yeah.
for lack of a better term, in the moment. I mean, that's what it is. It's just sucking you in. And having that capacity and that wisdom, whether she's conscious of it or not, or if it's just an inherent
Comes
thing,
through. Yeah.
probably just more inherent, especially at that age, which is, I mean, that's an amazing ability to have, where you're just feeling. It's really just about being present. It's just feeling the flow of what's happening and just letting things just flow the way they're supposed to, as opposed to pushing. And that can be applied in all areas of life. It's like, how many times are we just like forcing things, where if you just kind of like
every day
go with what's happening, it's like go with what life is telling you to do. And that's, to be in tune with that is a great skill. And to be in tune with that young is an amazing skill.
That's just another level. All right. Now Angelina is going to channel her inner Whitney with I Have Nothing. Great song. We all know it. I'm guessing everybody in the chat, other than a few of us, Johnny and myself included, have heard this version. I'm very excited. This has been recommended many times. Let's go.
The straw is ridiculous. I'm just seeing myself slip out. It's just like so stupid.
Go ahead. Enjoy.
It's just this little straw with this big man.
This is age 16 again.
Share my life, take me for what I am, and 'cause I'll never change all my colors for you. Take my love, I'll never ask for too much, and just all that you are and everything that you do. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again. This passion inside, I can't run from myself. There's no way to hide. If I don't have you.
Pause here. She's doing exactly what I'm always encouraging my students to do, which is finding ways to
be awesome. Just be good. Just be really good.
Just be good.
Great.
Could you sing that again, but just good? Really great instruction.
Good teacher.
No, it's finding ways to, often to pay homage to the original version, to connect with what people, there's a sense of familiarity, but to carve out things that makes it yours. Her riffs are hers, where she does these little crescendos and moments are hers. Mm-hmm. She's not mocking or just copying it really in any way what Whitney did. And
right.
The only reason I'm even bringing Whitney up, of course, is because I'm so familiar with that version, heard it for years and years and years and years, or I wouldn't even be suggesting her name. But Whitney's version is fantastic. It's an iconic piece, but she just just filtered it like the artist that she is, rather than what most do, not just at her age here, 16, but 25, 35, 55, whatever. They strive to just do what Whitney did rather than allow themselves to exist. I think that's so important for singers and humans and artists, obviously, to find the truth to resonate within them with whatever they're capable of. And when you've got an instrument like this, a Ferrari of a voice, it's just so much better. It's just wonderful to hear this.
No, it's just 16. 16. No, it's just so crazy because at this point I'm watching this. I'm like, okay, this is when she becomes a seasoned vet. I'm just like 16. I failed my first driver's test. It's like.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God, yeah. She's And again, that you could just hear tonally, like she's really landing on something again. There's just like this clarity and this like, I don't know, there's something happening. It's sort of
Absolutely.
undefinable.
Absolutely. And this is Daisy. I hope none of your students see this. It's it's funny, but I just want to say and my students know this with the, it's always the encouragement of finding yourself in that song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is just, I think that's more important. I'd rather, just like Angelina, I'd rather have if someone's going to cover Angelina's, one of her originals, I want to hear them. Learn from Angelina, right? Like we learned through Mimic, like learn techniques and things, explore what you can do with your voice. But ultimately, you want to sing it in a way that is not like that. We already have Angelina, we already have Whitney, we already have those. So you're always looking for your own center, which is, it's a lifelong process, typically.
As a listener, I like both. It is amazing when somebody can really channel the original artist. There's
a wow factor there.
We've seen singers, that have done that, and there's just like, wow,
it's still wow.
Especially the greats when you can mimic Whitney or Mariah, and it's like so right on. It's like that's really impressive.
It's impressive,
but I also, having
it's
your
not
own
their
voice.
truth.
But I like both. I like both for sure.
Yeah. Sorry, we had a coffee come in. Sorry,
we sure did from Arthur. Who's actually, his name was Art this time, not an alias. Art Knox and Dee has bought you a coffee. Johnny, remember to brush your lungs daily to prevent thoracic cavities.
Jeez. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the coffee, Art.
Yes.
All right, here we go. I backed it up here a little bit more.
If I don't have you, if I don't have you see, no, right through the heart of me. You break down my walls with the strength of your love. I never knew love that I know it, brother. You where the memories survive. Oh, one I can hold on to. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again. This passion inside can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Your love I remember forever, but don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. I must die imagine you there. Don't walk away from me, no.
You know,
Go ahead.
if I had one critique, it would be I would have loved to hear this song with a different backing, like just her and a piano or something, to take it, because her delivery is so inherently, it's just, she just brings the blues and she brings that edge. Taking it away from the context of the pop ballad, I think would have been even more effective.
I think you're right.
You know, 'cause,
Yeah. And that's not taking away
'cause
from
it's
her
like,
delivery of what she did, obviously.
no,
that
same
would-
delivery, just different backing. I think it was
Yes.
just her, especially her with a piano, where she could like feel it out more, and it wasn't just the pop beat that's just like right on beat. Which I love the original version of the song. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like
I can
making
totally
it
hear that.
something totally different and going in the spirit of making it her own, like you're talking about, which she already has. But I think musically that could have been amplified.
That
even
would have
more.
supported her choices
Yeah.
even more. I think you're right. You would make it even better if we were to see her
sippy cup?
sing it live in person versus on camera.
That would even be
That
better.
would
as well,
also
yeah.
make it better.
Yeah.
Oh, we just had a coffee come in. Let me pull up the next song.
Oh, we had a couple, I believe. Yes. Latte Lover bought us 10 coffees.
Oh, latte.
Awesome. She said, thank you both for this reaction. Special thanks to Steve A. for his help with this reaction Wednesday. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Steve.
Thank you, Latte and Steve.
Resident expert on all things Angelina. And yeah, Latte's amazing. Then Bosco bought us 3 coffees. Please check out Shadows. Okay.
And I've heard of Shadow. So actually, so for Shadows, thank you, by the way, Bosco. Bosco or Roscoe?
Bosco.
Bosco with a B.
Mhm.
So Shadows, didn't she release something on Instagram or TikTok, but it's not a released song yet? So my thought was, if that's the one you guys are talking about, I haven't heard it, but my thought was to wait until it's released so we hear like the full version. Is there a drop date for that? Let us know if you have any information on that one. I mean, we're obviously going to listen to it at some point, but we didn't have it planned for today for that reason. In the meantime, we're going to listen to our good friend and very much alive, Ivan, performing with Angelina. It's a throwback joke. If you've seen our reactions before, you will get it.
What happened there again? Just for...
I want to keep saying it. I feel so bad.
I want you to say it.
I told everyone that he died, but he didn't. And I don't know why I said that.
Well, it really did add to the drama of the performance, I must say.
We're very pleased to discover he's very much alive. Some comment said something, I misinterpreted it, and I pronounced the poor guy dead. But we don't know Ivan, but we love him. We love his era that he spent with Angelina here. All right, here we go. This is California Dreamin', the Mamas and the Papas. Oh, this should be good.
Ooh, love mom.
Like
love me some Mama Cass, I must say.
Yes. Ooh, and Donald Boyle just bought 5 coffees. Thank you very much. By the way,
yeah.
For those of you who don't know, if you buy 5 coffees or more, like Donald just did, you get a little, what's called a Johnny-O. It's just a quick little video.
Johnny-O.
I'm like, this is there's an awful heart. I don't know what you were doing. A little video thanks from Johnny. Maybe you'll see Shirley or Eddie, or maybe just a close-up of his mason jar.
Maybe I'll have a sippy cup mason jar.
That's right. All right, here we go.
How the leaves are brown and the skies are gray. I've been full of work in the such a winter day. safe and warm if I was in the lake.
Listen to that tone. That's
California dreaming, oh, in a search of winter day. Stop into a church, I pass along the way. Well, I got down my knees and I pretend to pray. You know the preacher, like the cold, he knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming, oh, in a search of winter day.
yeah. I know.
Gonna stay. California dreaming, oh, in a search of winter day. All the leaves are brown and the skies are gray. I've been full of in this such a winter day. I've been safe and warm if I was in a lake. California dreaming, oh, in such a winter day. California dreaming, oh, and it's such a winter day. California dreaming, oh, and it's such a winter day.
Awesome.
Bye.
Yes, nice to have that contrast of like, okay, this is still a child doing this.
I love what
Wearing Donald Duck.
RW716.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I kept having to close my eyes because I actually found it distracting watching her sing, because what I'm hearing doesn't make sense with what I'm seeing. When I close my eyes, I have a completely different scene of Angelina. I opened up and I was like, here's this kid wearing a Donald Duck. It's just, I mean, she's adorable, but it's just the storytelling and those riffs, the bends, the bluesy little, just sweeping, cascading riffs that are just so playfully flawless.
Yeah, and it's just it's so innate too, and you just kind of get the sense like there's times, because it's so easy for her. It's just she's not necessarily conscious of the vibe that she's got.
I don't think she can be.
Yeah, it's so just comes so naturally, and I think it has to when you have it so young. And that version was that's kind of what I was referring to when I talked about the Whitney song, just making it completely something different with because of the instrumentation and the fact that you could slow it down a little bit, it just kind of like push and pull a little bit with the rhythm, and it really I mean in this case, I mean I've always loved that song, I Love the Mamas and the Papas, but they brought out the beauty in it with that version, and you can really hear the amazing songwriting that goes into that too, when it's not sort of glossed over with the pop thing. But again, it's just like I could listen to that Angelina all day as well. I mean, there's something about that I love. I love the simplicity. I love just the it's just more of the simplicity. I just like that. And then
Yes,
on
yeah,
another
it doesn't
tab, like
have to be
the more
showstopper
modern,
belted
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's just the most simple is the best, and sometimes you want all the other stuff too.
Mm.
Um,
All right, before we play we got one more for today. We're coming back for more. Don't you worry. I was referring to you, Johnny. I know they're not worried.
I was worried.
This is Something's Got a Hold on Me. She looks younger. This is back 2017. Coffee just came in. If we can,
Yeah,
want to say thanks.
RW716 bought us a coffee.
Thank you. What do you say?
He said,
Or
"Thank
she.
you." I don't know. Thank you guys for having this Angelina live reaction to these great songs. By the way, making me wake up at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in the morning sucks. Hard enough for me at 8, so I feel you. LOL, but seriously, you guys are great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Thanks for
And
tuning in, everybody, today.
Yes, thank you everybody for being here and for all of the likes. If you haven't already, we do appreciate that. That helps this video get seen. The comments right after the live is done, adding comments, things like that, requests for future Angelina songs, all that helps this video get seen by more, of course. Helps spread the Angelina love, and support for our channel is greatly appreciated. All right. Something's Got a Hold on Me 7 years ago, so she would have been 11, right? Yeah.
Jeez.
I know. I do. You're shaking. I haven't hit play yet. We're both like, this is ridiculous.
I like the midsummer-esque headdress that she has. Flower.
Just an anticipation. Oh my goodness.
See that movie, by the way, Midsummer?
I don't know if I have.
It's disturbing. It's very disturbing.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. I like suspenseful scary movies, and my friend was like, "You gotta watch this," and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, what did you make me watch?
Oh, sometimes I got a good feeling.
Here we go. Here we go.
I got a good feeling that I never got before. No. And I just wanna tell you right now that I really do believe that something got a hold on me. Yeah. Oh, it must be love. Oh, something got a hold on me right now, child. Oh, it must be love. Let me tell you now, I got a feeling I feel so strange. And everything about me seems to have changed. Step by step, I get a brand new walk. I even sound sweeter when I talk. I said,
There's like nowhere to pause it, so I'm just gonna pause it here. There's no like good spot to pause it, right? Let me back up a little bit.
Yeah,
it's interesting because if we had never heard of her before, and if I was listening, not watching, I would assume this was an adult singing for reasons we've discussed many times, right? Rhythmically, tonally, just the mature aspect of her singing. But now knowing the current version of her voice, you can hear the youth in her voice here. But it's complete. You can only compare it to herself.
Right.
Like, the rest of the world doesn't count. So you can hear
Yeah.
her age, and like you're saying, her stylistic growth and her eras that she's had, but there's also a youthful tone only relative to 18, 19-year-old Angelina.
I know.
Because there's no one else you can compare it to and have that sense of timeline that's
Yeah.
there. It's really
Yeah,
interesting.
it's very deceptive. Yeah. And just this setting just strikes me too, because it's like she's just done so many things in her young life and performances that just most people can only dream of doing, and just like to be that age and have a backing gospel group behind you.
I know.
She's just accomplished so much. It's really cool.
It's really impressive. Let's keep going here. Confidence in that. The tap of her voice here.
Yeah. Nice.
But you're
Well,
right.
we haven't really heard that style from her too much.
No,
Love that.
another one with more of the gospel twist. And you're right, in this setting too. And you think, my daughter is turning 11 in June, so I'm thinking of just the relativity from father perspective, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, my daughter has a wonderful voice, and she's a great singer. And it's not just dad saying it. I mean, she's good.
She's awesome. She's great.
But the presence of mind to step into that field of people and sing anything, let alone be that good, is just, you're right.
to have-
what a wild experience.
Yeah, from a gospel choir backing of seasoned, people that are professional people. I mean, and she just never seems intimidated
She's not
or
fazed
she
by
never
it.
shrinks in the moment. Or the orchestra, again, people that have been dedicated their whole lives for decades, and she just steps in and she just does her thing, and I think it's, man, she's just got.
I'm sure there are some. I'm sure there are some, 60 years in the Philharmonic Orchestra.
Oh, probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they're going home one day after playing with her. She's just like, what have I done with my life? It's just the relativity is just nuts.
It's like how we feel every show, pretty much.
Pretty much every show, exactly. Like, why did I choose singing? I do it. Thank you, everybody, once again for joining us for our part 3 of Angelina Jordan. There will be more, of course, so please, in the comments right after this live stream, leave a comment to let us know what you want us to watch. Next of hers, I'm guessing we'll probably do like a solo piece or something like that before we get to another full Reaction Wednesday. But thank you, everybody, for the coffees and the support and the likes. We love you all. We hope you have an amazing day. Until next time.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.